and welcome to another edition of Toys from the Attic. For today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Titans Returns Rumble. Is it Rumble or is it Frenzy? Well, the box art says Rumble, but if you're going to go off the color scheme from the original Generation 1 cartoon, then this would be Frenzy. Yeah, it's another one of those things where you always get these two guys confused. Anyways, I think I'm just going to call him Rumble because that's the name that always sticks out in my head, and that's actually what's printed on the box. Granted, I will also admit that pretty much this is just going to be a repeat of the last week's review where I reviewed Rewind over here, because as you can see they are mold brothers. It's just, Rumble over here is just a repaint and retool of Rewind, except with just a few key differences, in that being the head. You can see that it seems a little bit more Generation 1 accurate with that little face right there. It's just kind of making a nasty little no nonsense expression. I really like that. I've always thought these guys' heads were kind of interesting. The other cool thing that makes him just a little bit better than Rewind is not so much any art detail or anything else like that. It's just pretty much that the joints are a lot tighter. I don't know if this is just because of the one I bought, or if they kind of improved on them just a little bit from the first one. But yeah, everything just seems a little bit tighter, and you can kind of get him some better poses. Granted, still he suffers from that problem of being top heavy, so you kind of can't get him in too much or else he'll fall over. But some of the things that you do put him in, he will stay in that position. His toes also seem to fit in their little sockets just a little bit better. They're not gonna, well, I should say they don't feel like they're gonna pop out of place like with Rewind. Now he also transforms exactly the same too, so I'm not really gonna go over that too much. Just gonna hopefully fly through the transformation here. I mean, if you want to know how to transform this guy, then go back and watch the Rewind episode I did, where it's pretty much exactly the same. Get him into his tank mode. I will say that Rewind's color scheme with the black and gray seem a little bit more accurate to what a tank should be, but I do like the red and black here. This makes it seem like it screams villain tank to me. It's like just at a glance you can see that blood red and that black just makes him look kind of evil. Get the little gun right in here. There we go. He also rolls just a little bit better than Rewind as well. I don't know if they actually just loosened up the joints or something to make it roll better, but yeah, that's a little bit nicer feature. It's something that I was missing with Rewind's tank mode. The other cool thing too is they've actually gave him a better sticker, something that seems a little bit more fitting with a sort of electronic tablet device. You can see that he's like scanning radar, power signatures, a map, other power levels right here, and it almost looks like he's detected some sort of Autobot. It almost kind of looks like Optimus Prime, but the detailing's really, really small. So yeah, that seems a little bit more likely of what should actually be on a little tablet device rather than just some sort of window or desktop display of an 8-track cassette player. Yeah. There's not really much else to talk about with this guy. I mean, I know I keep saying it, but it is pretty much just a remold of Rewind here. And I'm actually happy to have both. They look really nice together, especially when you display them right apart from each other. Like they're kind of be standing off, like they're ready to fight and throw down. So yeah. And if I ever decide to get Blaster or Soundwave, it'll be nice to have both of these little guys standing right next to their bigger robot counterparts. Anyways, if you like this little guy and liked Rewind, I would say actually try to pick both of them up because they're really good to stand next to each other and display. Without further ado, I guess that's been a look at Transformers Titans Returns Rumble. Once again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show in the future.